Hi everyone, I wanted to make a quick video showing how you can support the California Warm Line refunding efforts by using the Save the California Warm Line website. It's really easy. You can see at the top here, there are 4 steps broken down of ways you can support. And the first one is to email your governor, senator, and assembly member through this automated email message. So you just click this button right here. I already sent it, so they already have my address, but you would enter your address there and then click start writing. And the address is going to help them identify who your assembly member and your senator is. You can see the email language is already filled in here. You don't need to do any original writing. And then you click this box to send the letter. Step 2 is contact your governor, senator, and assembly member. It sounds very similar to step 1, but what this is actually referring to is this list down here of senators and assembly members that have been identified as particularly important in supporting the Warm Lines refunding effort. These are people that we really, really need on board, understanding that the May revised budget was not enough and we absolutely need more funding added. So, something to know about this list is that you have to live in these districts in order to contact the senators and the assembly members. If you don't, so for example, I don't live in San Francisco, and I filled out the form seeing if I could submit something to Senator Scott Wiener, and I got this message saying, sorry, you don't live in this district, you can find your representatives here. So please take a minute to do a quick research to identify who your district, which district you're in terms of your senators and your assembly members. And if you're in a district that's on this list, it is so, so helpful for you to call and send messages to these assembly members and these senators. And the way that you can do that, all their phone numbers are listed here. If you want to make phone calls, there's this call script template here ready for you. Of course, emphasize the parts that are particularly meaningful for you, use your voice, but all the language you need is right here. If you don't feel like making phone calls, you can send messages through these portals. Now, the top 2, the governor and the lieutenant governor, you don't need to be in any particular district to contact. We should all be contacting these top 2, whether it's phone, sending messages, both. Something that's really helpful here is that in the contact page column, they've let you know what to select. Each of these forms looks a little bit different. And so they've told you which thing from the drop-down menu you're going to want to select. So I'll show you what it looks like. We can take note here. It says that we're going to select the budget proposal 2526 to contact the governor. So we click on here. We select budget 2526. I want to leave a comment. And then for the language I want to use, I go back here underneath that call template. There's the message language. So again, you don't need to do any original writing. You can just copy and paste. And there you go. This is where you're going to enter your contact info and then submit it. Done. That's step 2. Step 3, sign the petition. So easy. I already signed it, but if you haven't signed it yet, you're going to see a button here that says sign this petition. I signed it this morning and my name is already buried in this long list, which is wonderful to see. Please share this far and wide. It's a really easy step and it has a big impact. The last thing is to share on social media. So Steph shared in our announcements channel earlier today a bunch of links for what to share on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Here's an example of what that looks like. Here, you just post, repost, like each other's posts, comment on each other's posts, keep the engagement up. It really goes a long way in spreading the word. So that's it. You could literally do all these 4 steps in the time it took me to make this video, and it has a huge impact on our effort. We need everybody's voice. We together can get really loud and make sure that our funding efforts are heard by the governor, and hopefully we get more funding when we get the next revision of the budget in June.